away from this place.
No way. Brutal. You have to sit right beside it. That's the key. All right, welcome everyone. Second round robin game at the Silver Stick 2025. Crusaders coming off a 4-0 victory versus Nepean. Nepean coming off a victory versus Petawawa. So both teams are 1-0. All right, so handshakes before the game here. 12-12-12 is what we play. So a shorter game than normal here, which is good because my battery might run out. All right, so ready to get started here. We got the Charity at center, Driver, Slobo on the wings, Nicholson, Quantrell, back on D, Kieran between the pipes here on this one against a tough opponent, Nepean, who beat us a few weeks ago there pretty handily. Nepean now almost had it here. Nicholson sweeps it off him. Able to top that one out. They're calling icing here, rolling puck down the ice, and that's going to be whistled down. Off the draw, back to Lincoln. He sweeps it around the other side, comes over here to Sanford, throws it back around for Lincoln. In a race for it, though, is going to get there first. Nope, gets squeezed off, but Perrier throws it forward, then runs into Will, and Nepean picks it up. Shot. Oh, off the side post here, Nepean early. Still out of the net, though. Comes back again over the side. Justin stops that, throws it right back out, and it doesn't come out of the here. Now Will has it. Will coming out, he taps that one down. Deep into the Nepean zone here as it comes back around over for Fisher. Fisher taps it back in, back behind the net. Perrier is going to be picking this up right out front here for Sanford. His stick gets tied up here. Fisher again pinching, throwing it back around for Will. He's going to throw it back around the net here. Perrier looking to grab this one as Perrier comes around back to the point over to Lincoln. Lincoln throws a shot through traffic. Goalie grabs that one. Off the draw back into the Nepean end here. They send it around. Tap it up on the sides here and flip it out into neutral zone here. Burke tries to settle this one down here. Comes across over for Medi. He's able to backhand it into the zone here, and icing waved off here as Collins rushing in. Back behind, and then tapped off his stick by Medi. Medi has it now on the side. Going around, leaves it there for Burke. Burke's going to slide that back behind the net. Barton's going to have it now. Barton taps it back around. Race for it here. Griffin comes in here on the pinch and able to send it back behind, but Nepean gets it and sends it around the other side here. As Nepean comes in here, he keeps it on the side temporarily, and then it does come out. Griffin almost grabs it, but he has to go fast because Nepean player's coming on with some heat here. He's able to get it there and send it up over for Barton. Barton goes across over for Medi. Medi up to Barton. Barton flips this one in down deep into the Nepean end though, but right to the Nepean player who flips it right out and down, and we might have a breakaway coming the other way here. D on the change right in front. Tip goes wide though. Landon throws it around over the side over for Schreiber. Can't get a handle on it. Nepean picks it up, throws it right back in. And now Schreiber's back to pick that up as well. Schreiber up off the boards. And Nepean has it now at the point, looking to get it back in. And that one's coming around over for Blake. Blake now in the corner, battling with it, has his man pinned along the side. Grady looking to try to dig it out as well, which he does. The Charity now back around. Throws this one out. Not out of the zone though. Oh, now it is actually. Bouncing puck, and that one's tapped forward. And we got a 2-on-0 over. Oh, what a stop by the goalie there. A 2-on-0 here. Beautiful pass by Slope over to Schreiber, who gets the shot off as well, but goalie saw that coming there and was able to spring across in order to block the shot. It's a great opportunity there. The best opportunity so far in this game, and Nepean comes the other way. It's going to be picked up now by Blake. Blake up off the sides, just out of the reach of Slobo here, picked up by the Nepean player and sent right back in. That's off of Landon's foot. Keeps that one out as Landon's coming back the other way with it. Sends it back into Nepean, and Nepean goalie's going to grab that one. Off the draw, back behind the net here. Nepean wins this one. Almost tapped off a stick there by Sanford here, but back it goes around the other side. Nepean moving it around nicely here. Will's able to hack at it here, but comes out of the zone. Lincoln looks to throw it back in, runs off a player, and he's able to get it over to Sanford over to Fisher. That one goes off the leg over to Sanford again, up to Thurston here as he's in the zone, but tapped off him by Nepean and thrown back around the side of the net. Nepean taps it just out of the zone. Lincoln's going to grab this one. Ooh. Fisher under some pressure there. Able to get it up though. Coming back in where Perrier is going to grab it back behind the net. Perrier now looks to tap it towards the net. Loses it though and picked up by Nepean as they try to go the other way. Ref goes down. I think he's down on the ground protecting himself here. Just going to take a seat, I guess. He's back up. Coming back the other way. Nepean flips this up through the neutral zone, and that's flipped back by Medi. Bouncing puck. Grabbed by Fisher. He swings around the other way. Pass out to Odin. Finley looks to go connect with Barton, just out of the reach of him though, and Nepean's going to pick this one up in their zone, but now loses it here to Barton on the side. He throws it back behind the net. Racing in back behind is Medi. Medi goes back over for Griffin. Throws it towards the net just off the side of the net, back behind Barton now. Barton back to the point. Lepine shot through traffic, and that's got picked up there by the goalie. All right, off the draw here, Lepine keeps it in twice. Throws it back into the corner here. Nepean picks it up. Reversal here as they swing the other way. Almost intercepted here by Medinsky. Nepean's able to drag this one out though and send it up as Charlie rushes in here, pokes this one forward, takes his man down while he's at it. And Nepean now back. Gets tangled up in Medi's feet. Medi swings around, takes a shot. That goes off a skate just wide of the net. And Nepean finally grabs this one here, and they're able to bounce that one up off the boards and out of the zone as Charlie will be back to pick this one up. Lepine now under pressure. He backhands a high one up, and that goes right into the Nepean bench. So face-off coming here. Good flow to this one about halfway through the first period. Still 0-0 in this one so far. Nicholson with it now, taps it forward. Nepean keeps it into the line, then it bounces off someone. Oh, Schreiber is able to pick this one up. Just out of the reach of Schreiber, though. He almost had another opportunity there for a breakaway as Slobo was with him, but coming back the other way. Nepean now shot. Kieran, ooh, rebound. Juicy rebound came out there, swept aside by the Crusaders. Center on the other side now. Blake has it now. Taps that one up, but doesn't go to anyone, and rushing down the other side here. Nepean's back to get it. Slobo on his heels here. Nepean still controls it though, and they flip it up down. That's going to be brought down by Lincoln. A crossover for Fisher. Fisher up, gets a cross off half. That's off a Nepean stick though, and out of the zone, or out of the ice surface, I should say. All right, so face-off coming in, and a Nepean end here. Face-off win by the Crusaders. Perrier swings around, throws it back behind the net here, though Nepean's going to be the one to get it. So they send it into the corner. Fisher up, pinching there, but doesn't win it. Now coming back the other way is Nepean. Good play by Lincoln there to take that opportunity away, and he throws it around the backside of the net where Perrier is there waiting for it. Throws it over to the side, though, gives away. Fisher takes his man along the side boards here, gives Perrier an opportunity to get the puck and throw it over to Thurston, who throws this up out to the blue line. Another shot there, and Kieran has this one now. Off the draw, save there, comes over on the side. Picked up now by Perrier, but not out of the zone, and Nepean's coming back the other way here. Into the corner it goes. Back to the point, Nepean still has it. Shot from the point through traffic, looking for the tip. That's tipped wide of the net. Picked up by Nepean again, though. Off the boards, back around. Penalty coming here to Nepean. But Crusaders still have it there. Oh, lost it there, and that's going to be a first penalty of the game here. As Nepean has a hit to the head here. So first penalty of the game goes to Nepean. Crusaders on the power play here. That one all the way down the ice here. Back behind Kieran. He'll slow it down as Lepean's rushing through. Back behind. Nepean with it now. Barton's flying through. Picks up the loose puck. And Barton does get deep in the zone here. Looking to throw it out front as he goes around the back. Set it up. Goes across looking for Griffin. That's intercepted though, unfortunately. It's good. Good move. Good try. Kieran's going to slow this one down now. Nepean has it as he backhands it around, as there was two Nepean players, three actually, in there. Meddy's going to send it back to him. Poked across here. That's where Burke's going to pick it up. Burke up now to Charlie. Charlie, off the back of Barton's skate there. And back to Burke it goes. So they'll try again. Burke over to Barton. Over to Odin. Odin leaves it here for Nepean. Nepean into the zone, and that's going to be offside. Here, as I think Meddy was one step ahead. Off the draw here, sent into the Nepean end, and down the ice it goes. So that's a minute of the power play done. Back behind Blake here, leaves it for LaCharity. LaCharity picks it up as he's coming up. Taps it forward over for Blake. Blake through the neutral zone, able to get it over to the corner to Schreiber. Schreiber now leaves it there for Nicholson. Back behind the net. That's going to come over to Slobo. Slobo back to Schreiber. Schreiber taps it over to Slobodian. Back to Schreiber. Comes around trying to plug it in the hole right out front. Just couldn't get the stick on it there, and the goalie has that one. Face-off win by Nepean here, but they can't get it out as they poke it up to the side, and that's kept in by LaCharity. Goes across looking for Bart. Oh, Slobo almost had it there as Schreiber's pass went around. LaCharity in a battle now, and on the sideboards here, able to win this and throw it out over for Blake. Blake takes a step forward, sends it into the corner, looking for Slobo, taps it out just off his skate, goes around the other side here as Slobo tangles up his man, and that's the end of the penalty here. So penalty's over. Long stretch pass out here as the guy from the box is able to grab it. Shot, Huron with the save, into the corner it goes. Nicholson in a battle there on the side. It comes out now to Perrier. Perrier coming through the neutral ice area here. Oh, little swing from behind here. He has it though, through the zone. Perrier coming in. Back to the point, over to Justin. Justin down in the corner for Sanford, just off of his stick though, and Nepean picks it up, sends it over on the side here. Fisher pinches here, throws it in a little bit further, and now they win it. No one covered though for him, so that wasn't good. Oh, good stick there by Lincoln. You got to be conscious of it. If the D's going up there, winger needs to come back, man. This one's all good though. Off the draw, picked up by Fisher. He's shoved into the sideboard, sends it out to the line, but not out. Back in, that goes off a linesman here. Picked up by Sanford, over to Fisher. Fisher, ooh, couldn't handle that one there, and now he's in a little stick battle here as he's thrown into the sideboards. Still battling here as it comes now out to Sanford. Sanford fans on the shot though, picked up by Nepean. Nepean floats it towards the middle. Comes to a Crusader player. And they're able to get out of the zone as it's sent forward over to Thurston. Thurston, oh, takes a huge hit right to the head. No call on that one, but he gets to get it in deep into the zone. Back around now. Nepean in the corner. Oh, nice Perrier with the shot. And good save there. Off the draw, Nepean wins it, back behind, sends it out over to the side here. Long stretch pass through the neutral ice area as Nepean's able to carry it into the Crusader end. Back down deep with Charlie putting on some pressure, but they still carry it here as they try to swing around. That's topped off his stick by Burke and then sent out to the side, but not out, kept in by the D. Sent back around the other way as Nepean races in for this in the last 30 seconds or so of the period. Nepean back in the corner with it here. Shot. That goes off a bunch of people. And Nepean picks it up again, and Charlie's down there, no whistle. And now it's cleared the zone. I don't know why they're not blowing the whistle. They waited it long enough for that. Barton talking to the ref here. Probably been like, why didn't you blow the whistle, man? Like, come on. So Charlie's still down here. Looks like he's in a good deal of pain here in his right leg. Not sure what happened. You can maybe go back and rewind it and figure it out for yourself there. Charlie trying to get up right now. He is up with the help of BJ here and Barton, but not putting any pressure at all on that right leg. So that's a massive, massive loss here. As we're already down Oscar. Okay, so Charlie's being brought to the change room there. And we're back in business here for the last 12 seconds of the first. On the draw, Barton wins the draw, comes back over for Griffin. He sends it forward, over, goes across for Medinsky. Medinsky down deep into the end here as he's rushing in. Looks to go off a stick, comes over the other side here. And that's the end of the first here. So at the end of one, it's 0-0 between Nepean and the Crusaders. All right, start of the second here. Underway. Nepean wins this one, and then Slobo taps it off his stick. Down deep in the end, back behind the Nepean net here. Up off the glass, bounced weirdly actually, but maybe off the high stick, I think actually. Anyway, in the corner here. Puck dug free by Slobo, floats it across over for Schreiber, just a little too far ahead here though, as that's picked up now by Blake, and he's going to send it down into the Nepean end. Scoop downs, and this is going to be an icing here. So we'll see. No word on Charlie right now. Like, it could be something as simple as like a Charlie horse, or some pain from a shot or something like that, to something more serious. So we'll keep our eye on him to see if he comes back out. Coming around the other side though, back to the game here. Sanford blocks that clearing attempt, so they go around the other side here as Nepean flips this one up off the glass, bounces out, and Nepean's able to pick up the bouncing puck here. Still have it as they're coming in on the side here. Picked off their pocket now by Will, and he's able to win it and send it up on the side boards temporarily, but now it goes back over to Fisher. Gets tangled up in the linesman, and Fisher has his man along the side boards here. Perrier comes in to help as well, and Fisher's still battling here, and he's able to win that one. Fisher sends it up over to Thurston. Thurston flips this one out, but not out actually. Oh, darn. Comes back in. Perrier sends it up, but not out again. And Nepean still has it here. Perrier kicks it forward, and now it does go out over for Will, and he flips this right up into the Nepean end, into the Nepean bench, so face-off coming here. Where did the glass go there, hey? Really low glass here, I should probably watch out. Although it makes for a better filming experience, none of that mesh. All right, Burke goes to the empty spot here. Remedi's rushing in for it here. Nepean's going to get there first and send it out of the zone and come back here. Nice pass by Nepean up and then tapped off his stick by Griffin. Back behind the net, Nepean still has it though as they carry it deep into the Crusader end as they swing around, goes across. That one's intercepted, bouncing puck, able to be swung out by Odin. Finley coming through, he's across the blue line, pass across, looking for Barton. Not going to make it though, and that comes back out of the zone and thrown right back in there by Griffin. Back behind the goalie. That one's up and down the ice it goes. No icing though. Picked up by Griffin. He's going to backhand it just out of the reach of Link here, but that's going to be picked up by Barton. Colin now throws it deep into the Nepean zone. Nepean's back to retreat it under pressure from Finley here. On the side though, Barton takes his man out, sends it back over for Griffin. Griffin throws it on, loose in front. Picked up by the Nepean player though, and out of danger here as he's coming back through the neutral zone. And he throws it deep into the Crusader end here. Back behind, Burke throws it around over to Odin. Odin has it along the side boards here. Nepean wins this one and throws it back into the corner. Blake coming in, throws this out. Nepean still has it, tries to go across. That one goes right into the feet of Barton, and Barton's coming out with it. Barton across half, launching that one deep into the end here as the Crusaders needed a change, and all five of them pretty much got to get that change done. Schreiber now tangled up with a stick here, comes up and bouncing puck down by the side. Fisher tries to go across. That one goes off a bunch of sticks and stuff. Nicholson throws it around the other side here for Fisher. Fisher back to Nicholson, back behind the net. Nicholson pass out to Slobo. Slobo over to Schreiber. He gets tangled up with it though, and on the side that one comes out though, and Slobo almost had it there as he was trying to race around, but has to come back on side here. Everyone's back now, but Nepean has it back behind their net. Puck coming out here. Landon able to stop this one. Along the side, finally squirts out on the side, but Charity throws it across over for Slobo. Slobo mishandled here, and Nepean picks it up and sent into the end here. Fisher's going to grab this one, send it up over to Slobo. Slobo sends it up over for Schreiber. Schreiber now across the blue line, just sends it a little dribbling one forward here, but that's right to Nepean, and Nepean's able to clear the zone as he gets around Stoughton, and they're in here as Fisher has him along the side boards, goes across. Oh, good stick there by Lincoln. Break up that pass, and over on the side, just behind Schreiber though, he's able to, oh, nope, never mind, Nepean picked it up. Still in the Nepean end though, as they finally do gain control, and into the side they go. Lincoln back behind the net with it. Over to Fisher. Fisher up, ooh, to Perrier, just too far ahead of him though, and Nepean has to wait a second to get back on side. Goes across, and hard shot, Kieran with the save there. Comes out now, back behind the net. Picked up by Perrier. Perrier up to Thurston. Back to Perrier here as he's racing in, back behind Nepean. Trying to throw it in front maybe, let's see if we have someone. Tries to go across here, that goes off the Nepean skate. Back around the other one. Nailed down by Will, and now he's running out for it here, but Nepean's able to muscle this one out. That one's back over for Blake. Blake, pass up to Thurston, who taps it into the end, deep into the zone here. Nepean is back out on the bench. I don't know if he's going to be playing, but he is sitting on the bench as Kieran clears that one. Not out of the zone though. Nepean still has it here. And off of Perrier's skate over into the corner here. Good battle on the side here. Blake sends this one forward over for Will, but now Nepean has it coming out. Shot right on, and Kieran has it. All right, so Nepean back out on the ice here. That's a great sign there. Stretched everything out. Comes over here, tangled up with Nepean. It's by him. And he able to pick this one up as he taps it forward to himself. I guess he's okay. It looked pretty good to me. Comes over to Barton. Barton racing around. Goes across. Oh! Almost got the tap in there. Barton tangled up with it here. That swept off him. And there's going to be a penalty here. Hit to the head. Looks like it's going to be a Crusader penalty here as Barton's going to go off. Oh. So Barton's going off. Head contact here. I didn't see it. Now this is dangerous. Nepean has a pretty lethal power play if you remember the game. Before they have a little man who sneaks in behind. Back door. Gotta watch that. Odin just like battled on that face-off. That was great. Crusaders win it. Send it out. Nepean coming back in. Back around. Looking to set something up here as Nepean has an eye on him. Back over to the side. Through traffic, comes around over to the other side here, picked up by Nepean. And that's picked up now by Medi. Medi's coming through, might have an opportunity to get around. He's got some wheels. Gets the shot off the side of the net. But that's down deep, which is good. Takes some more time off here. And Nepean coming back around here as they look to set up and then mishandled. Schreiber putting on some pressure here as well, keeping them in their zone. As more time comes off the power play, or the penalty or whatever. Coming back in, just rallied down the ice there by Lincoln. Coming back the other way here. Grady has him on the side, but he's around him. Tapped off his stick by Fisher. Fisher has it pinned back along the side here, battling with the Nepean player. Grady's there trying to dig it out on the other side here. Comes out, Nepean able to go around the other way here. Still behind the net with it, goes on the side. Back to the point, almost out. Oh, almost, Schreiber almost had that one. And then a shot, that one's up off a stick and out of the ice surface area here. 3 more seconds left on the power play for Nepean. And then Barton's back out of the box. It's all about this face-off now. And it's tied up in the leg here. Schreiber sends it out, and that's the end of the penalty kill here. Good penalty kill by the Crusaders. Nepean coming back in on the side, back around. Fisher has his man pinned along the side. Nepean, second player, able to send that one out in a great little battle there now in the corner by La Charity as he's able to tap it out over to Schreiber. Tapped off his stick though, but now it's back over to Stote. Able to send it forward. No, Schreiber might be there. The old Schreiber dive didn't work there. And Nepean's coming back the other way. Right in front, shot. Oh, that was a hard shot, but wide of the net. Coming around the other side here. Tangled up in. Oh. And out of the zone. Nepean comes back in. Now it's back to Fisher here. Fisher goes across ice over for Schreiber. Schreiber just dumps that one in. And Lincoln and Justin get a well-deserved break there as they were on for a good chunk of that penalty kill. Coming back over, Landon holds the line. Oh, nope, I lied. Nepean player gets around him. 2-on-1 developing, coming the other way here. Takes the shot. Oh, stick saved by Kieran. Sent out the other way. Now they can get moving here. Slobo sends it up deep into the zone here. Thought it was like a 3-on-2 for a little bit, but slowed up the pace and Nepean caught back up and they're coming back the other way now. Nepean into the zone here. Drop pass here. Shot wide of the net. Comes over on the other side here. Bouncing puck back here. Can't handle it. Nepean picks that one up again. Back to the point it goes. Shot through traffic. Oh, Kieran with the save somehow. I had no idea how he saw that one, but somehow he did. Nicholson backhanded up. Not out of the zone. And then good block by Thurston, though, and it's coming down to Perrier. Perrier tries to cross. That goes off the Nepean skater here. And back to Nepean. Nepean with a bouncing shot wide of the net into the corner here as Burke rushes in, but it's by him where Nepean will pick it up in the neutral zone. Over to Sanford. Sanford floats this one forward over for Perrier. He tries to get around, but nope. Nepean's going to have this one again. Bouncing puck over for Nepean. Nepean goes across over for Griffin. Floats it forward. That one comes to the feet of Perrier. Perrier goes across for Thurston, looking for the one-timer. A little change of direction, just wide of the net, though. And Nepean's able to pick this one up and come back the other way as they flip it into the Crusader end shot. Griffin gets the stick in the way there, and that one flies up. And out of the ice surface here. Picked up by Nepean, back behind the net here. They look to go up front. Good stick there by Nepean. And that one rolls out of the zone here as Nepean launches it back in. Back behind the net. Burke with it here. Oh! Burke just gets laid out back behind the net there. And a goal! So that's unfortunate. I was thinking like that was a big hit there as Burke was brought down to the ground, and then a really hard shot up over Kieran's arm there. So last 28 seconds or so. In the second period, and Nepean goes up 1-0 here. Lincoln across, over for Barton. Barton, long stretch pass over. Finley just off his stick, though. That one's sent back, where Lincoln will pick this one up. Lincoln throws it down into the Nepean end here. Right back out over to Lincoln again. Lincoln's going to weave around. Now he's going to go over to Barton on the side. Barton coming in. Dangle, dangle. And that's the end of the second period. So end of the second period ends 1-0 Nepean here off a questionable non-call. Have to go back and look to see if it was head contact or not. All right, puck down on the feet here. Barton has it. He's able to throw it down deep into the Nepean end here as we start the third period against Nepean. Ooh. Sorry. Coming down the other way. Nepean player with some speed into the corner here. Lincoln tracking him. That one comes back to the point, though. Another shot. That one's blocked here by Barton, but able to be sent right back in. Tapped away by Fisher there into the corner where Barton's going to pick this one up. Barton now. Floats it forward. What a pass over to Medinsky here. Medinsky coming in. Shot. That one's up high over off the back glass, all the way back. Picked up by Nepean, coming in with some speed here. And he's around Blake in front, and goal! So that's unfortunate. There, a great opportunity at one end of the ice, off the glass, and just launched right back into the middle area here as the Nepean player is able to pick it up and get around the D, right up over Kieran. 2-0 lead for Nepean. Still time though, still time. Blake sends it over to the corner here. Blake now with it. Sends it over to Slobo. Slobo sends it forward. That one runs into a Nepean player though. Nepean looks to have another gear here that they didn't have before. Another shot right on Kieran with the save. Came out. Swept aside into the corner here. Nepean back behind the net. Goes out front. Can't get the shot off. Slobo sweeps this one forward over for Schreiber. Schreiber through the neutral zone. One of the players fell down there. Schreiber has to keep his feet moving, which he does, which is great. I was hoping he might draw a penalty there, but got tied up at one point there. Schreiber did a good job to get it in. Coming back. Oh, another goal here. Finds the hole between the post. Wasn't able to close that hole, and that one's up and over the shoulder and in. It's a 3-0 lead now. So wow, those 3 goals within probably like 3 minutes or so. Kind of changed the trajectory of this game here. All right, so 3-0 lead now for Nepean as they flip it down deep into the end here. Nepean rushing back for it. Here, Nepean picks it up, goes over to Sanford. Whoa, danger. Okay, nope. Back over to Charlie. Charlie over to Thurston, tried to send it out here, made it out to Perrier, but then tapped off his stick, and back in comes Nepean towards the net. Griffin able to grab this one. He sends it up out of the zone here as Nepean's going to have to pick this one up in their own end. Back behind the net here, Nepean with it. Puck out, looking at 2-on-1 developing now. Shot. Whoa, Kieran with the stop there. Coming back the other way, Nepean taps it around, tries to get around. How is that not interference? How is that not interference? That's ridiculous. Thurston now takes the shot, blocked. He picks it up again, takes another shot, and that one's held on to. No idea how that was not interference against Charlie there. Guy literally held him up nowhere near the puck, brought him to the ice. All right, another questionable non-call there. Moving on. Comes back to the point. Lincoln, shot through traffic, bouncing puck, comes off. Fisher rushes in, shoots it on. Oh, Medinsky was there for the tap and just couldn't get his stick down in time there as it was a quick turnaround. Barton, great back check there to grab that and scoop it out of the zone. Takes a late hit there, and then another hit on Lincoln. Comes over to Barton. Barton taps it forward. And Odin looks to sweep this one in, but gets caught up by the Nepean player, who they're coming back in the other way now. Nepean in the corner here. Floats it around, picks it up back behind the net. Gets the shot off the side of the net here into the corner, picked up by another Nepean player here. And that one comes out over to Medi. Kudinski able to send this one deep into the zone here. Sends it right back out though, and they come back the other way. Nepean now back in the Crusaders end here, tapped off his stick by Slobo, then he dropped it back. Good job by Medi to tie him up there along the sides, and puck is pulled out by LaCharity. It's in his feet. Sends it, right on Kieran. Yikes. So face-off coming now in the Crusader end. the draw back to the point, shot through traffic. Kieran saw that one. Slovo sends it up just off of Schreiber's stick here, but he's going to be able to grab it here. Oh, maybe not. As he's pinned along the side. And Nepean's able to grab it. Poked off almost by his stick by LaCharity, but Nepean still has it and able to throw it in deep into the zone here. So Blake will have to pick this one up back behind. Runs into someone here back behind the net, and back to the point it goes. Through traffic, wide of the net, comes around. Nepean's going to pick this one up on the side as well as they throw it right through the blue paint. No one there to pick it up, and Schreiber's there on the other side to grab it. Schreiber now goes off of a leg of the Nepean player and deep into the zone. Crusaders go off for a change as Schreiber continues to chase here. Nepean flips this high on the boards here. Bouncing puck. That one's sent down by Griffin. Griffin weaved around one. Popped it up over on the side over for Finley. He throws it in deep into the end here. And Nepean just comes right back out here as they pop it around Griffin, but he's able to stop that one and grab it here. Float it forward looking for Perrier. Didn't know it was coming though, and Nepean's able to intercept and come back the other way with it. Nepean now takes the shot. Kieran's gloved that one down. Off the draw, back around. That's thrown around by Charlie. Over on the side here, though, Nepean's going to grab this one and send it right back in. Picked up by Perrier as he slides it forward, but can't get it out here, and it comes right back on the side where Griffin will pick it up back behind the net. Griffin taps this one forward over on the side. Odin sends it out into the middle. That's picked up by Nepean, though, and Nepean's coming back on the side now. Odin sends it right out. Picks it up, bouncing puck here. No one really has possession now. Thurston now sends this one all the way down the length of the ice. So there's an icing call. Almost wasn't actually. It took a weird bounce there. The draw sent towards Kieran, bounced off a bunch of bodies there. Now it's in the corner where Nepean has it. Leaves it there as they're cycling around. Fisher has his man pinned along, grabs the puck, sends it out over to Sanford. Gets taken off him though, and Nepean comes in front, right through the blue paint, comes on to the other side where Medi's going to grab it. Medinsky coming through here, tries to go across a diving stick, breaks up that pass, and Nepean's able to come around the other way. Nepean in the corner here. Barton brings his man along the sideboard. Fisher grabs this one out, sends it around the other side here. Over for Medinsky. Another good stick, but that one comes out right to Sanford. Sanford kicks it forward to himself here. Gets around, might get a shot off. Last minute there, swept in, but now Medinsky has it. A little too far forward though, and finally Nepean's able to grab this one. So a couple of chances not to be there on that one. They throw it towards Kieran. He's going to hold on to it here. Ian has it off the draw, swept towards Kieran, and he has this one. Another face-off win by Nepean. Back it goes into the corner here. Nicholson has him along the sideboards here, but the other Nepean player able to drag it out there back behind the net as Nepean once again possesses the puck here in the Crusader end. Backhands it back behind, looking for Blake. Just by him though, and picked up by Nepean and trying to throw out front. That goes off a leg though, out to the point. He sends it back into the corner. And Nepean right out front, all alone. Oh, Nepean still has it now, back behind. Back to the point they go. Shot through traffic. Oh, Kieran has it. Saw it set a bounce around in his pads though, but he was able to swoop it up. Off the draw, Nepean wins this one, sends it back around. Into the corner here, back to the point. And Nepean still has it back behind here. It's tied up in the feet of Perrier now and swept out from him. Perrier brings his man to the ground. Oh, he's going to get a penalty here as there's a battle back behind the net. And now they're both going. So at least there was a retaliation call here as Nepean comes over. So it might be offsetting. We'll see how this is handled. Okay, so we've got two Nepean players in the box here. So Nepean player in the box for holding the stick of Perrier, and then Perrier in the box for roughing, and then another guy came in. They were going to be offsetting penalties, and number 10 came in, and he's going to get roughing as well. So this is like the opposite of what happened to us last game, where we now have a power play. So let's go. Need a goal here, need a goal. That one's up, Griffin holds the line off of a Nepean player, and he's able to sweep this one forward. Deep into the zone here. Nepean in the corner here, still has control of it. He's pinned along the side by Barton. And now Nepean, Nepean player still has it now. Finally comes out over to Nepean here as Nepean has the puck, looking to get down and set something up here. Flips it on net, steered aside by the goalie into the corner here. Sanford sends it back around. Medinsky, good body there to take the puck, and Nepean has it at the line. Nepean taps it back into the sign over for Medinsky. Medinsky looks to go across, goes off of a body though, and Nepean's going to send that one down the ice here. Picked up by Griffin. Leaves it for Barton. Barton over to Slobo. Slobo now. Give away. And that one just comes back over for Fisher. Fisher gets across half here. He goes into the zone here. Fisher down deep into the corner here, looking for some options here. Tries to go up front. A stick comes out, bounces out. That one's out to, Slobo. I was going to say out to Lincoln. He was riled up for a shot. Lincoln comes across. Fisher takes a step forward. Shot through traffic. And goal! So that's the first goal of the game there. So we're up 1-0 here, or 3-1. Sorry, I lied. So back on the board, power play goal scored there. Okay, Medinsky with the tip from the shot by Fisher here. And 3-1. Still time. If you think about Nepean, who scored there 3 goals in about a 3-minute span. Nothing saying we can't do the same. Right in off the side. Backed around here. Justin has it in the corner. Tangled up in his legs though. Dropped off him, and then he's brought down. Sends it forward. Picked up by Nepean, but still out, and it goes across, swept across here. Over for Schreiber. Schreiber can't get enough on it though, and gives it out to the Nepean player, but it's just whacked and hacked, and Schreiber grabs it from him. Schreiber's coming back in the other way here. Looks to weave around. He's around. Oh, and he's brought down right in front of the net here. Tripping call here. It's good. Schreiber doing a good job to keep moving his feet there, and gets brought down as he was racing towards the net. Probably a good penalty. I know Schreiber's going to score that one. I felt it. So Nepean back on the penalty kill here. Crusaders back on the power play. Fresh off a really successful power play. Let's see how this one goes for them. Nepean with it now, sends it out over to the side. And right into the gut of Landon here, and he just sends it right back over to Blake. Blake over to Perrier. Perrier getting deep in his zone. Has the shot. Oh, no, back to the point here for Nicholson. It's in his feet, though, and he lost it, and Nepean's coming the other way. And Blake brings him down. Back behind Nicholson. Oh, just off of Will's stick there. Can't get the crisp passes here that they need. That one comes out over to Odin. Just sends it over to the side, but Nepean just picks it up and sends it right back in. So this isn't working so far. Nicholson. Oh, Perrier mishandled here and back in for Nepean, right across, and bouncing puck on the side. Nepean has it now. Need to settle it down here. Nepean goes across, over for Blake. Blake across, bounces off of a body here. Gets it into the zone, but right to Nepean, and Nepean just sends it right back out. So this power play is not working as well as the last one, I don't think. In my humble opinion, you know. Back behind, Nepean picks this one up and launches it down the net, down all the way down here, where Kieran's going to grab. Oh no, he's not going to grab it. He's going to be brought out by Burke. Changed up some people here. Griffin forward over for Nepean. Bouncing puck bounces over his stick though. But Nepean has it now, but it's tangled up in his feet and dragged out by the Nepean player, who launches it around the other side. Griffin racing over to it. It's going to come out of the zone here, and this is looks like it's going to be end of the game here as it comes to a close with 10 seconds. Fisher, long stretch pass up. Fisher's able to stop this one, but throws it deep into the zone, and that's the end of the game here as Nepean's going to win this one 3-1. So a much better performance against Nepean than it was a couple weeks ago, but still came up short in this one. 3-1 loss for the Crusaders here, so 1-1 in the tournament. Game against Petawawa tomorrow at 3-ish, I think. I don't know. Somewhere 2-ish, 3-ish in the afternoon sometime. It's kind of a must-win here of the next game because only the top two advance to Sunday's quarterfinals. So we'll keep you posted on that. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a great night, and we'll catch you tomorrow afternoon.